Today is the third day. Okay. And we started on Tuesday. It's a 3 day, 3 days program. So the Saints software from Encoord helps electrical engineering staff in a way that we can simulate power system networks, yeah, and perform various optimization applications like from load flow studies to production cost management. So first, I think from the last days before today, we've learned how to model simple networks on the same software, that is transmission lines, and also how to add generators and also power supply forms require externals like solar power and other load demands on the network. And from today, we also know how to simulate scenarios. And the whole point of this is to help us be able to perform studies on power system networks. And we even have the idea of trying to maybe do models for the existing transmission networks in Ghana, which can help us perform advanced studies on these networks and also bring out solutions to maybe power problems on some of these networks we have.
It looks like he has said most of the things that we have done. Yeah. Another area that we are also looking at how we can model the power, that is electrical systems, and also the gas network. Yeah. So we are looking at how maybe there is an issue somewhere along the network, the effect that it can have on the whole network, which we are looking at how we can simulate it and how we can solve issues so that maybe there can be no outages in our electrical system. Yes. So those are some of the things we are looking at. So today that we have started with the scenario analysis, we'll be looking at how we can model our electrical and gas network mathematically, and then how we can also model it. So these are the things that we'll be looking at today. It's mechanical also benefit from it, because when it comes to power generation, it's mostly a collaboration between the electrical engineers and also the mechanical engineers. For example, when you look at turbines, when it comes to power generation, mostly the mechanical engineers who look at these machines, not the electrical guys. Yeah. So it's a training that both electrical and mechanical engineering will benefit from it. So especially when it comes to the oil and gas engineering students, for example, they can also benefit. Yeah. So they normally transport gas in our gas network. So this software will help us to assist them in simulating how gas is transferred through the network. Yeah. So that is how the oil and gas students, for example, can also benefit from this training. Yeah. And then in terms of masters and then PhD works, yeah, I think students can also look into these areas. Yeah, they can take some of these things that we are doing here on as masters and PhD programs. When it comes to the career opportunities, the lecturer is such that, or the lecture that we had, the lecturer was able to even go into how the software was developed. Yeah, he actually is the one who developed the software that we are looking at. So he is even talking about the application programming interface, or the API. That is how we can improve upon the software. So in terms of career opportunities, when we transfer this knowledge to our students, they will be able to also work in software companies who develop software for simulating gas and electrical networks. Yeah. And then they can also work in power companies and also the oil and gas field, and also the gas company, those who transfer or transmit gas into pipelines. They can also work in those areas.
Yeah, so I arrived on Monday from Accra. I'm actually based in Germany. Traveled here on the 7th of March and then came to Kumasi on Monday, and I've been giving the training since Tuesday. I've been giving the training on the introduction of our software, Saint. So Saint is a software application that allows the user to model different energy networks, including electricity, gas, heating and cooling networks, and It also allows you to model economic analysis as well as let's say technical analysis. So physical simulation as well as optimization, and all that in the same platform. So you can run transmission network, you can look at generation, and you can also look at distribution and do a techno-economic analysis for these different networks in one single platform. And that is actually what makes us unique as a company or as a software. And yeah, this training has been ongoing, as I said, since Tuesday. We have done the introduction of the software, and we have talked a bit about how you model different networks, so the different assets between the networks. And today we are looking into scenarios. So for every network you can create multiple scenarios. We are now looking into how do you create scenarios in Saint, how do you run the scenario, how do you prepare the scenarios. Software is has a lot of functionalities, and it requires a lot of training. And of course, this training, we are doing it very interactively, so the participants typically try whatever I show during the training. So they have also some exercises that they work on. So the goal is really for them to use the software, and not just me lecturing, but they interactively using the software, trying things out. And I think that is also the best way of learning and becoming proficient in the software. How will I? Yes, I think the software is very powerful. So it can help you plan different types of applications. So it can be, maybe you want to plan maybe the future of the Ghanaian electricity network. So you can do a kind of a capacity expansion model where you look at the population, the evolution of the population, and you look at the current resources that are available, and then you want to decide on what is the best investment in my assets. You can do that with the software. You can look at also transmission planning, where you want to see, okay, what is the reliability of my network? So you can run a power flow simulation. You can also look at the integration between gas and electricity. You know, in Ghana we have the gas network. We have multiple gas power plants that take gas from the gas system to operate or to generate electricity. And so the software can help you plan in a better way to avoid to avoid disruptions in the system. So I think it's going to be very powerful for the country. And I think one of the important things is that we need to educate our youth on how to use the software, because they are the next generation that are going to help us improve the networks, plan the networks. And so that is basically one of my mission, is to make the software available, accessible to academic institutions, so that when the young people graduate, they have really a very powerful tool set at their hand that they can bring to the various companies and organizations to help us improve the efficiency of our energy system.